I am going to tell you that you can become good at anything. The only thing left is for you to decide what you want to be good at. Then you just follow the process religiously, and that's it. Hey guys, it's Miss Lester right here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Have you ever tried to learn something and then you end up giving up halfway through the process? If you have ever been in that situation, then this video is for you. So in this video, I'll break it down into 5 steps. So let's start with the first step. It's called stimulating the brain. The first step is about understanding what the end goal of the thing you want to become good at actually means. It's as simple as assuming you have a supernatural power to say something and make it happen. So if naturally you can't say or describe what the end goal or any product of what you want to become good at actually does, it's a good chance that you'll never become good at it. So instead of trying to become good at it, you take your time and you learn what they actually do, or you learn what being good at that thing actually means. For instance, if you want to become good at trading and you don't know what professional trader does, then don't try to be good at trading. Just go and read about them. Just go and learn about the things they do for them to be called professional traders. For instance, you want to become really good at football, but you don't know how football is actually played. Instead of spending time practicing football, just start by knowing what a footballer actually does. Same thing for whether you want to become a programmer, a trader, or even a musician. You have to know what they actually do and then being able to just explain it. So you should be able to describe it to a 5-year-old child. Hey, I want to become a footballer. A footballer does this and that. So if you want to become really a very good trader, then just explain to yourself what you think a good trader does. So before we continue, let me just make this point clear. There's a big difference between knowing something and understanding something. Knowing something just means having information about it. On the other hand, understanding goes beyond having information about it. It's about being able to explain it and being able to connect it to other concepts. Being able to connect the life of a footballer to the life of a musician. You can only do that when you understand what it means to be both of them. So I'm sure you are getting the work you need to do in order for you to become really good at something. You might know that doing something is bad, but if you don't really understand why it is really bad, you probably keep on doing it despite knowing that doing it is bad. You know what I mean, right? Let's take the case of a trader that always shifts stop loss whenever the market is getting closer to hitting the stop loss. The trader knows that doing that is not a good trading habit, but he just knows that, okay, the fact that I'm always shifting my stop loss is bad. I know it's bad, but he can't stop just because there's no understanding of other concepts, like thinking the probabilities, knowing that you need to have good risk management in your trade. Assuming the trader knows what it means to think probabilities, then it won't do that anymore. Step 2. This is probably the most important step in stimulating the brain exercise. It's about accepting or being open to the possibility that you probably never become good at whatever you want to learn. Probably not become a YouTuber. I'll probably not become a professional footballer. Or I might never get good at video editing. Or I might not end up being a good trader itself. You might be like, bro, what are you saying? You told me I want to be good at anything I want to become good at. Now you're telling me I'll probably become good at it? Calm down, I got you. Like I said, this is all brain exercise. The moment someone tell you don't touch your ear or don't click the like button, that's when you probably want to do it. So calm down and relax. We are just tricking our brain. The reason for this is to prevent us from giving up at the midpoint once we have started. Most people start something only to end up giving up, or because they started with the mindset that they're going to be the best, even without doing step 1, which is trying to understand what the end goal is, or they didn't accept the possibility that it might not work out. So because they can't tell how far they are from their starting point or how close they are to the ending, they end up just giving up. So because you know that, okay, I might probably not become good at what I want to do, but you still go ahead to start the process, then it makes it 10 times more difficult to give up. And this right here takes us to step 3. Now it's time to take action. Step 3. This is by far the most important step. This is how you can become good at anything. Honestly, most times you don't really need a plan at step 2 to get good. This is why most people end up becoming good at things they didn't really plan to become good at, just because they took this step. The third step involves burning the hours at the initial stage. This is not about being consistent, because you can't really get consistent on something you don't really understand. It's all about going in as hard and as long as you can. That is, if you want to get good at chess, this is you playing chess for 15 hours non-stop. No matter what happens, you just keep on playing it throughout the day because it excites you, because you want to learn the move. You want to just know everything there is about the game. If you want to learn how to trade, this is you watching as many videos as possible in the shortest possible amount of time. This is you watching 20 courses, 30 courses under 2 days without sleeping. This is you doing everything possible if you want to get A in a course. This is you going through all the pages in the material. This is not about trying to be smart or being tactical. No, this is just you going all in. So the reason for doing this, it is just you telling your brain that you have done enough work and you have given it enough information. Then it is time for it to start figuring something out. Why all you need to do is to just chill and even forget that you ever learning something. Your brain takes up this initial hours you have put in and starts to formulate different strategy. This is why the next time you get back to that thing, you are going to find it better and easier because of the information you pack to your brain the first day. So the next time you're going back to that thing, your brain can easily tell you what is useful and what is not because you have given it as much information as you can. Have you ever worked on a task or tried to figure out something really hard, but it doesn't seem to be working, only for you to go to bed and the next day you suddenly know what to do and you wonder if this was the same thing that was giving you tough time all through the night or all through the previous day? This is the essence of going fast and hard. The essence of going fast and hard is to give your brain the required information it needs. And what is that information? You don't know that. I don't know that. Only the brain does, but it can't tell you. So the only option is to simply supply it with as many things as possible. Once you can genuinely tell your brain that, bro, there's literally nothing left that I can give you, then it begins to start working. Think about it, it's like taking up a quiz and the material for the quiz, you have read just, let's say it's 10 pages, you have read just 2 pages. Why trying to answer the quiz? Even if you see a question that you're supposed to know, your brain will feel that, oh, I have not read the remaining 8 pages, so I'm not supposed to really know it. So you not even try to get the answer right. But if you have gone through the 10 pages and you start answering the quiz, even if it's something that is not related to the 10 pages, your brain will still find a way to try to answer it because it feels that it has gotten everything it needs to answer this particular thing. So this is the reason we go all in and fast as quickly as possible, because instead of you using 3 weeks to try to read the material, just do it in a day. Doing it in a day means that for the next 3 weeks, anything you decide to read slowly and calmly, it will make more meaning to you than you trying to read everything slowly, because your brain will always feel that there's something else to learn. The 4th step, let me tell you a story about how I became good at PS. I don't mean the best ever, but definitely above average, good enough to beat you. In reality, it was just about me waking up one morning and telling myself that I am very good at this game. Even started stressing people that I can beat them my eyes closed. Now tell me, what was the difference between yesterday for me and today? There was absolutely nothing. I didn't practice harder, play any more game. The difference was that my brain suddenly got the missing pieces needed. It took the whole 5+ years of me playing PS, being humiliated, winning, losing, trying out different formations and strategies. It took it 5 years to suddenly realize what was needed, and all I needed to do was to sleep and wake up. This right here is the 4th step. Continuously working on what you want to be good at. If you work on it long enough, then certainly it's going to click. If it's something you really enjoy, you are definitely going to continue doing it. But to really become good at something, it's all about knowing that there is no end point. It's about accepting the fact that you are always going to be doing this shit. That's why you genuinely need to be happy about what you want to be good at. It should be something that excites you every morning. It should be something that you know that without it, man, your life will not be complete. It should be something that you are curious about and want to get better at it. Research have shown that with the same amount of practice, people that commit themselves long term to a task perform 400% better than those that just want to do it short term, despite the fact that the short termers practice 3 times more than the long termers. This means that you should be ready to do it for as long as it takes, no matter the amount of years it's going to take. It is something that you are ready to pursue. If your mind is not there for the long term, then you probably never become good at it, like somebody that really wants it that bad. So what's up, guys? That's the end of the video. If you like this type of content, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. I'm going to make a video specifically on how to get good at trading. If you want me to make that video, comment Messi Leicester on the comment section, then I'll know that you watched to the end. And don't forget to check out my other videos, probably somewhere around here or here. See you guys later.